Hey up folks, so I thought I'd do a little video. So this is my CRF250L. It's been in a couple of my videos I think before, but basically it never gets used anymore. I bought it, turned it, super motored it, used it for a bit and then bought a bigger bike, bought the Versys 650, my Versys 650. And then the plan was my wife was using this for a bit, but she never uses it. It sits and does nothing. So I was going to sell it and then buy a 250 Rally for doing some dirt riding, trail riding, stuff like that. But then I thought, well, what's the point? I'll lose money on this and then have to pay more money for the Rally, and it's the same bike. It's the same bike underneath. Okay, the Rally's got slightly taller suspension, a couple of extra horsepower, but underneath it's basically the same bike. So I thought there's no point in selling this one to buy another bike the same and basically cost me more money. So I'm going to turn this one back into a dirt bike or a dual sport. So I've got the wheels and everything because I bought it with the wheels on it, with the dirt wheels on it, the 1821 wheels. So so I'm going to turn it back and use it to do some trail riding on some of the local trails and stuff. So I've got a few things to do today. So this is the parts I've got so far. So there's the original wheels. They're basically brand new. They never even done a kilometre. Basically, as soon as I got the bike, they were taken off and the Supermoto wheels was put on. As you can see, I've done a few other bits to it already: handlebars, Acrobus guards, braided lines, some Zeta, just mainly cosmetic things. So anyway, the wheels are the original wheels and tyres, let's say brand new, never been used. But what I have noticed after dragging them out of storage and giving them a clean up is the rear wheel bearings are seized, very crunchy, sticky. So I'm going to have to nip to the whole local Honda dealer and see if he's got any bearings, and I'll change it to wheel bearings. I'll probably just do the fronts at the same time because they've been sitting the same amount of time, although they feel okay. For the sake of probably what's not a lot of money, it'd be better just to get them done. I've got a pipe to put on. It's a Yoshi. It's made by a local guy. It's a fake. It's made by a local guy that I know. I got it off him cheap. It's second hand. I got it off him very cheap. I've got bash guard, rack, EJK in there somewhere. EJK to put on in there somewhere, and this bad boy here, which is the Britannia Composites front light fairing. It's the upgraded one with the upgraded higher front light, and it's also, there's other bits and bobs in there. It's got the screen, and then this is the part that everything kind of bolts onto. So it's got the GPS mounts and I'll have a voltmeter. It's got the electric pack with it, so I'll have a voltmeter, a USB socket, and a normal 12 volt cigarette lighter type socket. So I'm hoping to get everything done today. The only thing that might stick me will be these wheel bearings. I don't know. Hopefully the local dealer will have them in stock, but if not, he'll have to order them, which will probably take a couple of days to get them here from Bangkok. So that's it. I'm not going to film all. There's no point. I mean, if you want to see folk putting on exhausts or EJKs or doing the airbox mod, just look on YouTube. There's plenty of videos on YouTube on that already. I would recommend the Missenden Flyer, TMF, his videos on it. He does some good videos on it. I would recommend his if you are wanting to see that stuff. I may do a video on the front, on the Britannia Composites headlight and everything. I may do that because there's not many of them. There is one guy, Corey Rides, I think his name is, has done one on it, but that's the only one I could really find on the CRF one. I think there's a few on other ones, KTM ones and things like that, which are much and such the same, I suppose. But so I may do a video on that. But what I'll probably do is, while I'm doing the work, is I'll set you up on the GoPro with a little time lapse or something like that, and then I'll come back at the end when I'm finished with everything and just have another walk round. Okay, speak to you when I'm done. Yep folks, thought I'd give a quick update on the Britannia Composites Fearon install. It's went alright, easy enough. Takes a bit of time but simple enough. So basically you got, this is like the main part of it, if you like, the main mounting. So you got two L brackets. You remove the two top clamp bolts on each side, fit the L brackets. It's all in the instructions. It says to leave these loose until you get the front on, so that's what I've done. So one there, one there, two bolts through, and that's it. That part's on. And then you've got a clamp, like an L bracket here that goes, sits under the fork, under the mudguard, the front mudguard, and then bolts on there. Again, still loose until I get everything on. So then the wiring kit, the fuse box accessories wiring that you can get with it as an extra if you want. So I've done that. I hope you can see this alright. So it's quite clever. So basically that's the loom, the small wiring loom for the two front lights. So it just plugs into the existing front light connection, but then that's for the two lights on the Fearon kit. But then you've got an extra positive and negative which triggers the relay for the accessory kit. So that triggers the relay. You've got two wires of run. You don't really be able to see them. I've run them right back, tied into the battery, pressed the button there and got cut off. So yeah, the 12 volt socket, voltmeter, 12 volt socket, USB socket all working, power to there, all good, and it's all worked off a relay, so everything switches off when you turn the ignition off. Wheels, I went to the Honda shop, they didn't have bearings, so they've ordered them. They should arrive hopefully tomorrow, he said. Should be, skid plate is on, doggy lying there. The dogs like the fan, so that's why they're here, getting the cool air from the fan. So that's it. Back to time lapse, and I'll hopefully get it all finished today, bar the wheels, which I'm waiting on, obviously the bearings. I'll get them on tomorrow once the bearings come, and then I'll update when it's all finished. Speak to you in a bit. Ta-da. Hey folks, I hope you can hear me. It's a bit windy. I thought I'd finally get round to finishing what I call my mini adventure build, my CRF250L. So this video, this part of this video anyway, is probably about 3 months after the initial sort of time-lapse parts you've seen. Usual family work got in the way, so things got delayed. Anyway, it's finished, kind of. Two things I want to do still, and that is tyres. These tyres, the stock tyres, are, well, rubbish, as most people know, and probably get the larger fuel tank, either the Acerbis, however you say it, or the other one, which I can't remember the name, 3 letters, whatever the other one is. So what's been done to the bike? Well, the main two things, first obvious one, obviously, is the headlight, which I mentioned before, the Britannia Composites headlight Fearon setup. And I've done Olin's rear shock. So I've got the Olin's rear shock, and which is in there. Olin's rear shock in there. And I've also done the front fork spring singular, so you see the Olin's caps that come with it. So spring and change the oil. What else have I done? Not really much that I haven't explained already. I put some guards on, some frame guards, the SRC frame guards, SRC skid plate, SRC radiator guard, Enduristan fender pack. But I've got a spare front and rear inner tube fits in there, but it's maybe a bit heavy, so I might have to change that, or I don't know, it just seems a bit heavy. So with both of them in. What else? this SRC brake guard put on since last video. And then my tail pack. This is actually the tail pack from a road bike, a Cortec one, but it fits on that rack quite well. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or change it or get something different for it. We'll see. Not sure about that one. So, like I say, that's it in the tail pack. All I've got is I've got a set of tools, some spare batteries and things like that for my cameras. So, and then up front, I don't know if you see that, I have a tablet. I don't know if that's how well you're going to be able to see that. That's running the drive mode dashboard app, which is quite good. It's got its own sort of offline maps. It's a Samsung 7-inch tablet, sorry, one of the kids' old ones. I got the idea from EGP, the EGP PR7, which runs an 8-inch Samsung tablet with a drive mode EGP app. So I got that, and then also you get this controller, this little controller that's quite expensive for what it is, the Carpator control, which helps you. You can zoom in, zoom out, change a few things with the app itself, move the map. I'm still getting the grips with the control, as you can see. And then if you go back, so what you get in the normal home screen, you get your speed up here. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see this. I'll probably end up editing all this out because you won't be able to see speed, trip info, and weather info if you've got a connection. You can change these to whatever you want. You can change them to your GPS positioning and stuff like that, and then all these plus signs, you can add any apps there you want that's on your tablet. I just use it on map mode at the moment, and then you can record your trip, record, start, stop, record. I've paused it, and then you can download, so you can do GPS tracks on say like Google Earth or any of your base camp or anything like that, and save them and then upload them, email them to yourself or whatever, and then you can load them onto the tablet. So it's quite a good. I'm wanting to see. I do have a Garmin, a dedicated Garmin, but it's, you know, they're fucking expensive for what they are. And I've always got tablets lying around the house, so I'm wanting to see how good it is. I'll probably always keep the Garmin maybe in the backpack, because obviously the tablet's probably a bit more susceptible to damage and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. You never know. So that's it, folks. That's the mini adventure bike build, the CRF250L. It's alright, it'll do me for what I need. I'm not doing hard enduro or nothing like that, so no need for your KTMs or nothing like that for me. This will do me fine for a few years now anyway. Like I say, it was the wife's in Motard sort of trim initially, and she never used it, so I thought, stick the dirt wheels back on it and start doing some dirt riding as opposed to just all road bike stuff. Right, hope you enjoyed. Later.